Hey guys, welcome back. Today I noticed a little bit of a trend and I thought it was interesting enough that it deserved its own video. Today we're talking about PokéCons, not one single PokéCon. It seems like there's a billion different PokéCons. So it's just the name that keeps on giving. You guys are probably familiar with Collecticon. This was their logo and branding, I guess, beforehand in the early days before they switched over to Collecticon. Some of you might remember when it was first announced and going by the name PokéCon. Why did it change to Collecticon, you might ask? It wasn't because of all the MetaZoo and non-Pokemon stuff. It turns out the Pokemon company contacted them and had them change the name. Surprise, surprise. For anyone who isn't aware, the Pokemon company is crazy, or isn't crazy rather, about people using their name or associating with the Pokemon company when they aren't actually associated with the Pokemon company. So we saw this recently with the NFT scam PokéWorld, similar name, similar situation, who is getting legaled in the buns from the Pokemon company as we speak. Even if your intentions aren't as bad as an NFT scam, you can only get so big or try to do something so big before you can't use their name or name something similar to their IP. This is one of those cases. So it turns out a convention is one of those things, even though we're going to see there's a lot of PokéCons. I know what you're asking. Why are you telling us this? What's it matter? Well, the name PokéCon, since it isn't very original, often pops up, seemingly the go-to for anyone who wants to run a convention that has anything to do with Pokemon. Maybe they didn't hear about the Collecticon story, which would be a little bit weird, since you would think there would be some sort of planning and research that goes into running a convention before naming said convention and running said convention. So here's the original. It used to be called PokéCon. I think it was advertised as PokéCon TX because it was in Texas, the initial one, back during the that was pretty much peak Covey Wovey, as far as I can recall. I'm not sure exactly what the date was on that, but now as you guys know it's Collecticon. So maybe better branding in the long run, since there's a lot of the crap that they do that is MetaZoo and whatnot, and graded games and junk. I guess it's still heavily Pokemon related. I mean, stuff has to be. If it's not a sports convention, even at sports conventions, you're going to see a lot of Pokemon things, I would imagine. All the G-baller sports dudes, they like to dabble in Charizards. I know, shocking. But here we go. This is something else I came across. We got PokéCon Memphis. So same spelling. I guess we got capital letters. A little bit of different branding. Different branding up here than it is down here. We have competition, entertainment, vendors, special guests, and surprises. You know I like a good surprise. But a little bit weird to see another PokéCon popping up. This is one that already happened. So this was in November 2022. I'm not sure how they haven't at this point in time, or at some point in time, been told like, hey, you can't be called PokéCon. That's not how it works. But they got special guests. I know how in the world. No offense to Jason Page, but how is Jason Page your number one guest here? Surely you have something more exciting to offer. We got Veronica Taylor, the first Ash before the most recent Ash, and now I guess there's no more Ash in the anime. Then we have the original voice of Professor Oak, which I guess there's probably some people that are excited to see Jason Page. I think this is the biggest shame here, the fact that Yukimori is fourth on the list. No offense to everyone above Yukimori, but to me, I think Yukimori would be the most exciting to get to meet, to see, especially if she's bringing the clay sculptures along with her. I think that would be really cool. That would be personally why I would want to go, but who knows? Maybe someone just really wants to hear the voice of, what does it go by? The voice of a generation? Yeah, the voice of a generation. Maybe they're there for the voice of a generation. All right. Oh, wait, we got some kind of Twitch streamer, and then we got a guy that plays the piano. Very cool. So I guess the biggest thing here is you're charging. You get $30 or $60 passes. Okay, we got weekend passes as well. associated with, we got some sponsors, I guess. Still a little bit weird. It's weird to me that this kind of flew under the radar, because it seems like it's a pretty sizable convention, right? Got to be a decent size in order to justify bringing. Maybe it wasn't big enough. Maybe they didn't care. Maybe they haven't heard. Maybe the Pokemon Company was slacking and didn't give them crap about it yet. Next, you guessed it, another PokéCon. This time we have a not secure website. We have mnpokecon.com. You might want to look into that, guys. This is interesting. We got the evolutions here. We got the PokéCon looking even more similar to the Pokemon font. Not only the Pokemon colors, but also the Pokemon font. Probably in that like Pokemon font generator that everyone uses when they make a YouTube channel. PokéCon Mini Pokemon Day. This is like 2022. I thought there was one coming up for this one. No, it is. It's just for some reason, they posted it on 12/2/2022, but it's happening in 2023. They say we're back again for another mini PokéCon. What the hell is what's a mini PokéCon versus a PokéCon? Come celebrate 27 years of Pokemon with us. February 25th, 2023. Sadly, Pokemon Day is on a weekday this year, but we won't let that get us down. Like, what? Okay. We are still hard at work searching for a new location for our full-size PokéCon, but since everyone has loved the mini version, we will keep hosting them for the time being. I don't. When is it ever an issue? You're in Minnesota and you can't find a location to have a bigger convention? As we'll see down below here, though, this looks like it's at a bingo hall or something, or like one of those like meeting rooms that you can rent out at the hotel that are not very big. It's just, maybe it's just the fact that it's okay that if you have a small PokéCon, you can just, and it doesn't surprise me that the Pokemon Company hasn't reached out about this one, because it seems like it's a little bit of a smaller event. Previous PokéCon Memphis, though, that seemed like it was big enough that they would have told them to change the name. Who knows? You never know with the Pokemon Company. Sometimes they're unpredictable. Pre-registration 15 buckaroons. We have lots of retro Pokemon games, anime, and we already have some awesome vendors lined up. There will be something for everyone. Of course, always family friendly. All right, so we got Pokemon. They're still calling it mini here. You need to wear a mask and get needled. Hopefully this isn't saying that you're allowed to do heroin at PokéCon, and that it's more to do with the Vaxy Waxies. All right, so we have hold on. I don't know if I can even pause these images, but we have the imitation Pikachu Volkswagen Beetle, this time in the Kia Soul equivalent, I guess. So we got some hood stickers, very original, and they also made their own Pikachu EX Mobile card. I don't know if you can get those at the event. So as you see here, we're looking pretty small. We got the vendor or two. We got some tables where people are playing a board game, Pokemon board game of some kind. Is that Snakes and Ladders Pokemon style? I didn't know that existed. Who knows though? It probably exists. Oh, here we go. We got Labyrinth. Maybe it's that. We got some Pokemon board games. And yeah, so as you can tell here, we're looking at just it's a little room. It's a mini PokéCon, guys. It's not to be confused with the big PokéCons. There's a pretty decent amount of people out in the parking lot here, though. I guess it's indoor outdoor. They had an outdoor PokéCon with trick or treats. All right, cool, very cool. We got Mewtwo's voice actor. You can pose with your waifu here. Very classy. You can probably also get a Pikachu vehicle card. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. And then like if you keep looking, there's just endless PokéCons. So it seems like a popular name. It seems like it's going to keep happening. Everyone is going to name their thing PokéCon until they're told not to, apparently. But don't get them mixed up. Not every PokéCon is equal. I don't know why. I mean, this shouldn't even have been a video. I just thought it was interesting that every time PokéCon is mentioned, it's a different person that's running or organizing it, and maybe worth mentioning the backstory. Let me know what you guys think. When are you starting your own PokéCon? and I'll hopefully see you there. Join the Discord. Maybe we'll have a PokéCon in there. See you next time.